and then the hook. And that was don't get around much anymore. Notice the octaves, single note, and then single note, little bluesy phrase. And then I like to go on the first time, 1, 6, 2, 5. 1, 6, 2. And then to the second A. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Today on this lesson, it's Don't Get Around Much Anymore for the jazz ukulele. Let's get started. Part 1, we're going to go through the A section. I'm going to break down my chord melody solo ukulele arrangement. Let's get started. All right, so we start off with this main riff. That's the melody. And this, I'm actually doing this. Notice I'm using my pinky to play that melody. I would suggest that. And you want to get the timing, of course, too. Right now I'm just demonstrating where the notes are. Okay, it's just on the first string and the second string. And then you want to practice those, adding the octave on. 2 strings over and 3 frets on the ukulele. Okay, this is a good exercise. I'm just breaking it up to show you where the octave is. And then you want to strum it. And now I want to talk about the dampening, because when you strum, I'm using my middle finger. It's not a chord. It might look like I'm playing a chord, but my middle finger is just dampening that 4th string. And the 2nd string in this case, because we only want the 3rd and 1st string, the 2nd string is also being dampened, but that's by my left hand, 1st finger. Okay, so when you strum it, you're only hearing these 2 notes. So make sure you get that first. No other open strings should be ringing. And then here's the next one. Next one. And then be careful when you cross over. Okay, so always know the melody first. And here it is with the timing. It's on the and of 1. 3, 4, 1. Okay, 4, 1. And I am kind of pushing down on it as necessary, so it's kind of dampening it as well. But make sure you get those octaves first, sounding good. Okay, that's the first step. 3, 4, 1. Okay, 4, 1. Miss a Saturday dance. And then now we want to kick into this chord. And this is F major 7. It's kind of an inversion here. G minor 7, G sharp minor 7, A minor 7. It's actually just major triads. But again, that's what you would see on the lead sheet here. So it's 1 and 3, 4 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 3, 4 and. And those anticipations are on the and that's what makes it swing and makes it jazzy. 3, 4, 1 and 3, 4 and. Sometimes I'm even adding extra notes to make it a shuffle. Like that, 3, 4, 1. So I'm going da-dun, da-dun, like that. 3, 4, 1, and. So here it is connecting the melody to that little riff, which is kind of like a call and response. 3, 4, 1. So once you have that, then you do it again. But now the chords, the melody's the same. God as far as the door, depending on what lyric you're on. And then, instead of going up from the F major 7, we're going from F13, walk it down chromatically to the D13. And it's the same rhythm. Again, just these motifs are very important. 3, 4, 1, and 3, 4, and. Okay? 3, 4, 1. And again, you can add a little shuffle as I did there. 3, 4, 1. So when you piece it together with that melody, it sounds like this. The octaves, 3, 4, 1. And that's the first 4 bars. And then now, awfully different without you. And I always suggest, make sure you learn the melody. That's just a single note melody. With octaves, and then we can't really do octaves any lower, so I'm going to do these 2 notes as single notes. Okay, so again, octaves, single notes, and then this G7 chord to a G9 chord. And of course we want to swing those and add some anticipation. Again, this is all to make it jazzy and to make it swing. So it's 3, 4, 1. And then the hook. And that was don't get around much anymore. Notice the octaves, single note, and then single note, little bluesy phrase. And then I like to go on the first time, 1, 6, 2, 5. 1, 6, 2. And then to the second A. All right, so let's get that second phrase down. Okay, couldn't bear it without you. Always try to hear the lyric. I think that's very important to make your playing very lyrical. Okay, 3, 4, 1. Okay, and I'm doing a lot of little muting things and some shuffling here. 3, 4, 1. And a little percussion. So it's on the and. 3, 4, and, like that. And then 4, and. That was chromatic, very bluesy phrase. Single note, blue note, flat 3 to the 3. 1, 6. And then you can slide into it. That's a good hook to practice. And that's how I like to end the song. And that's an F9, sharp 11. Pretty jazzy chord there. So it's really important to just isolate and practice each segment very carefully and then piece it together. Some people try to learn the whole thing right away and read through it, but I just recommend learn 4 bars at a time, or just 2 bars, as in this case, the hook here where you're going 1. Repeat. Ending. A little tremolo, a little scale. If you enjoyed this part 1, I'll show you the B section next time. We'll see you all soon.